Hey guys, so it's time now to reveal the winner of the Truth or Fiction game.
Truth or fiction, truth or fiction, truth or fiction.
So the first statement I made was,
I once flew to Vegas in a private jet to be an overnight nanny.
and that is truth. I did fly to Vegas in a private jet to be a nanny overnight, and this guy that I worked for called me and my roommate last minute and asked if we could take care of his kids while he and his wife partied. And so we flew on this like private shaky jet and got there and took care of his kids, and it was complete hell. He didn't let us know that he was going to have another friend there who had another kid, so we kind of had like 3 kids that were all complete spoiled brats. It was completely hell, and I would never do it again. So that was that. But it was, an experience, and now I have this to talk about. Okay. Statement number 2. I said,
I have a tattoo of a skull and crossbones on my lower back.
and that is complete fiction. I do have 2 tattoos. But neither of them are of skull and crossbones, nor are they on my lower back. Actually, that spot is reserved for a tattoo that I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it's reserved for a very special tattoo. If I were going to have a skull and crossbones tattoo, it would look something like this, which is more like me anyway. Statement number 3. I said,
I danced with Paula Abdul at her house.
and that is truth. I think most of you got that right anyway. Yes, I danced with Paula Abdul at her house. It was her studio at her house. It was an open audition for a video workout tape that she wanted like regular street people to be able to do. So when I arrived, I just kind of slated my name, and I had to leave early, so they didn't really get to see me move. So I made the cut, and when I got there for the rehearsals, they were like, yeah, you have no idea what you're doing. So basically my personality got me through the door, and my dancing got me out the door. And it was really good too, because I watched the taping of that, and it was really hard, and no way I would have been able to do it. So so that was really, really cool. Statement number 4. I said,
I was on a network series in the 90s.
and that is truth. I think most of you got that right too. I was on a TV series in the 90s called Wings. I had a friend that worked at Paramount, and he called me and said, one of the regular extras is leaving the show. You should get down there right away. So I just kind of walked myself onto the lot and said, hey, I want to be on the show. I heard you need an extra. And he said, where's your headshot and resume? And I said, I don't have one. And he kind of laughed at me, and then he put me on the show. And thanks to him and Wings, I am now eligible to be in the union. So if I were to get a part in a movie, I could totally do it. So it was a really great experience. Statement number 5. I said,
I made $1 million in the 90s.
and that is, of course, absolute fiction. I did not make $1 million in the 90s. I actually walked away from $1 million in the 90s. The guy I worked for that hired me to do that Vegas thing was also the president of a snowboard company, and I was his assistant. And he said, if you stick with the company for a year, then I will give you 1% of the company. And he worked my ass so hard that I didn't even last. I think it might have been not even 6 months. So I left, and then I found out that I walked away from way more than $1 million. And today I might do things differently, but I didn't, and here I am making videos. Okay, so those are the statements, and many of you, as I said, got them right, but there's only one person that got it right first, and that's Becky. So Becky, as I promised, I will sing and play your favorite song, or a song that you would like for me to sing and play. I wish I had something better to offer you, but that's what it is. Thanks everybody for playing. What I'd really love is if you would post your 5 statements and see if we can guess which ones are truth and which ones are fiction. It doesn't have to be a prize involved, but it was really fun to do this, and maybe again in the future I'll do it again with 5 different statements, who knows. But again, thanks for playing. I had a great time. Okay, bye.
Truth or fiction, truth.